Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4, the final episode of our shield build. Today we're going to be finishing off all the straps for the back so you can actually hold it and it'll function like a shield. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do the back strap, so maybe we'll get that done in a later date, but for now we want to get the shield functional, be able to wear it, use it with the sword and so on. But before we get into that, if you are not subscribed, do please make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications when new videos are uploaded. Also, comment below on what you want to see built next on Narnia Lore Builds. Also, go ahead and check us out on Instagram. Give us a follow at official Narnia Lore. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so I have all my reference material and everything, and just about all the tools that I need in order to make this shield work. We're going to have to take some artistic liberties with this. It's not going to be 100% like the original shield, so we're just going to have to make do with what we have. So for instance, I don't have any actual leather, unfortunately, and definitely not any red leather. However, I do have an old belt. So as you can see, this belt did break after some use, but don't you worry, this will hold the shield just fine. But before we get into actually putting these straps on, number one, we need to figure out where the straps are going to go. And number two, I need to put the cushioning in the center for your forearm. And if any of you are wondering where I got this foam from, this is, I used to work at a restaurant, and this is the foam off of one of the little stools at the booths. So that's where it came from. So this is going to go right along about here, so that way your arm is nice and cushioned from any impacts that happen. So it should be good. And I'm not worried about the angle of these here because it's going to be covered with this vinyl here. So I'm not too worried about that. I know, I'm using these scissors backwards. Trials of a lefty. Alright, that wasn't too bad. You got some rough edges, but you know what? Who cares? Alright. So, we got that. Next, we need to decide on where I'm going to put the stripes. So, look at what angles and such. So, retrieving my book. It's some pretty gnarly angles right there. So it appears, so this is not as long as the piece here on the original shield, right there, simply because I don't have enough material. But we'll make do, but I'm trying to do the best I can. So obviously you want the wider point, take it back, actually let's make the wider point up here at the hand. There we go. So I would say right about there would be good for a shield. Yeah, it's actually just about right. So the next step is actually fitting this piece onto here. And this is a bit of the tricky part. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to actually, so I wrote these down, these sides wider and narrow, so that way I knew which side to put it on the wider side and the narrow side. Wow, imagine that. I'm actually thinking ahead and being smart. So I think we'll put in a couple of tacks here just to hold it down for now, and then we'll continue on around the shield. So I'm using these neat little decorative tacks. They're just from the hardware store, but they look pretty neat if my camera will focus right now. There we go. They look pretty neat, and they'll be decorative enough to put onto the shield here. You want to use a soft mallet or hammer, like with these plastic and rubbery ends, because you don't want to ruin the pattern that's on your little tacks. If you do end up using decorative tacks, you can use whatever the heck you want. You can even glue it on. I don't like using glue though for structural purposes like this. Alright, so after an entire day of stewing about this, I finally figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to just staple the vinyl down and then just put these tacks over top. I clip them off and then kind of like super glue them on top just to make it look nice. So this will be the structural strength to hold this down, and then these will just be the pretty, make it look nice. No, this video is not sponsored by DeWalt, but DeWalt, please sponsor me. Be very careful with these. You don't want to stab your hand or anyone else. So far, so groovy. Alright, well, unfortunately this isn't exactly how I wanted it. But you know, I gotta take my own advice and remember it's not going to be perfect. Next is going to be fitting the straps on this. So that shouldn't be too difficult. It's just really a matter of determining where the straps are going to go. Almost done. Well guys, the shield is done and I think it turned out great. There's a few little mistakes here and there, but hey, it's handmade and that's fine. And until next time, my fellow Narnians, this has been Narnia Lore. But I finally have a matching set for my sword, so now I have the Peter sword and shield, and I think they look great together. The shield is curved, unlike any shield that I've ever done before. It's actually thick, so it's nice. You know, it would actually hold up to in combat. All that stuff, the engravings on there, the painting's done. I think this shield looks great, and especially with that sword. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you're not, please consider subscribing for more exciting videos in the future. Also remember to hit that notification bell for when new videos are uploaded. Also, go ahead and check us out on Instagram at official Narnia Lore. And also comment below on what you want to see next on Narnia Lore builds.